Hello and happy Monday. I don't know if you're as excited about this as I am, but in the past week or so when I've done later videos, 5 o'clock or so, it starts to get really dark and I'm like, oh no, I'm losing that natural light here in my room when I film for you guys. But today there's still a lot of sunshine out my window and I am so excited about that. I thrive on sunshine and last week we hardly had any sunshine, so it makes me extra excited. And if you know me, I love Mondays. So today I am kicking off a brand new set of cards for my new virtual hostess, and that is Kay Keelblock from Jackson. So welcome to you that are joining in for her party today, and hopefully Kay can see me too. She works during the day, so it might just be something that this is a better time for her to join in and see her own creations that I'm making today for her party too, and the next couple days too. Hi Sherry, hi Rosina. So let me show you this card. It's a very simple, easy to put together card, and with that I want to also incorporate a lot of things that you could sub or switch out, either because if you know me, I'm always about, hey, what do you have? Oh, hey Tristan, hello too, and hopefully the other guys watching too. Probably not, but that'd be kind of fun. Hi Joyce. So excuse me, let me take a drink here. Excuse me. I just have a dry tickle all of a sudden. So today, since the card is more simple, I do have more time, I think, to play around with showing you some things that you could substitute. What I was starting to say was that if you know me, I'm not huge always on, hey, buy this or buy that. I'm not like a seller, like, oh, gotta have everything. So what I will show you is what I use today to make the card, and then things that you could sub out to use things that you might already have purchased, and that would work really well for this card too. And then another sub out is how to make this card a different kind of card without being how I made it exactly either. So hopefully I can give you lots of different combinations. So let me get my camera turned around here, and that way you can, number one, see the card in person the right way. So I'm just going to get my iPad there. So if you guys have more comments or questions, you can do that too. Hi, Julie. And hey, Jill. You are so welcome. I love giving you guys ideas, and I'm just like so full of them for this month. I'm so excited to be doing lots of stamping. So here is Kay's first card for her virtual party, and just really simple. And this says, wishing I could heal your heart. And so with that, this is going to be a sympathy card, but I'm going to show you how easy it would be to use other products if you wanted to make it a Valentine card or anniversary card or something like that too. So the main focal point of my card that I wanted to work with is this pretty paper. So that is the I always want to say Field and Flower, but it's Flower and Field Designer Series paper. So we have these that kind of have a black background, and kind of the whole Flower and Field Designer Series paper pack has that black background. Last week, I did the cute little donkey card with this paper here. And as you can see, I'm excited to use this. This has a black background as well as this. And then the back side of this paper, so half of the card has this, and then half of the card has the back side, and that is Flirty Flamingo with some black stripes too. Hi, Nancy. So I've got that, and that is free during celebration. So I love pulling out things from the free celebration brochure, because you might see the paper here on page 10 and go, okay, now I see it used on a card. So now, now it makes it more kind of like enjoyable to see what you can do with it. Hello, Jen and Lisa. And I missed a couple names because all of a sudden everybody jumped in too. And Linda and Donna, I haven't seen you for a while too. Okay, the other fun free thing that I'm using today is from the page before, and that is the sentiment from Heal Your Heart. So that's on page 9. There we go. Get some more light on there. Heal Your Heart is on page 9. I love the font here. At first I was a little nervous, like, is the font too skinny to be read? But as I worked with it today, it worked out really well to be able to see that too. So those are the 2 freebies. So since a lot of you are jumping in, here's today's card and kind of my inspiration. I wanted to do something Valentine's. So before I got out the free stamp set, there's nothing from the mini catalog on here really. From the annual catalog on page 75, I was going to use Happy Valentine's Day and just kick off Kay's virtual party with a Valentine card and get out my punches and such, because the fun thing is this was a great bundle last year, one of my favorites. The Heartfelt bundle for $45.75. It includes both of the heart punches, which are these 2 heavy duty punches. So both of these punches and that bundle comes with this stamp set too. But as I wanted to use some celebration things, then I kind of put aside the stamp set and the punches, the one punch I'm using, and I'm going to show you how you could use the other one and what I use too. So so yeah, that's on page 75. And if you're like, you know what, I just kind of want the punches, those are on page 168 at the bottom too, and they come as a punch pack, so you get both of those for $34. So buying the bundle, you get 10% off, and I'm so excited that Stampin' Up! Carried over that bundle pricing. Okay, so I showed you the papers and everything and the stamp set. Yeah, so the stamp set's great here. So let me start with the card. Like I said, card's super simple to put together, and I hope I never bore you with all sorts of details about what I did and didn't do, but sometimes it helps me go through my madness, or sometimes I've even shown you guys things that didn't work, and I don't want you to go through that too. So my card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Hey there, Pam. And that is Petal Pink for the card base. So I'm just going to set that aside, and I'm going to build my pretty papers on some basic black, which I've cut 4 by 5 1/4. And then this pretty paper is 4 inches by 3 inches. And then, like I said, it's the same paper. This is just the back side. This is 4 inches by 2 inches. So I am ready to just take and tack that down with my Stampin' Seal here. So I just have to go, this looks like it's square. Actually it is 4 by 4. 4 by 4. Oh boy, you guys, I must have cut something wrong. Because this, oh, I know what, I changed this. I changed this on my card because I wanted an extra layer. Oh my goodness, it does feel like Monday just right now. So I'm glad I'm in my stamp room so I can grab my trimmer. This is actually 3.75 by 4, and this is going to be 3.75 by 2 because I added that extra mat in there. Then I need to trim that next layer down 1/4 inch. Okay. Aren't you glad this happens to me and not just you guys? Okay, that's the worst thing that happens today. That's not bad at all. Okay, so now I'm ready to put this on my card here, like so. Okay, so I've got my 3.75 by 4 and 3.75 by 2, and this will overlap, but I like having kind of that little bit of cushion so it's not so tight up against there. So this is kind of nice. And then this is my other insert of things where this card has Flirty Flamingo, and that could have worked. So I would say if you're making a Valentine card or a card for a little brighter occasion, sympathy card, I think this is going to be just too bright. So Flirty Flamingo works, and it is in this color offering. But like I said, for a sympathy card, it looked just too happy, and I didn't like that. But if you're going to make it into something else, it'd be super simple to have that Flirty Flamingo be your background. Hello, Carol. Today I'm doing something super simple for you. And then the ribbon that I'm pulling in is the new Blushing Bride metallic ribbon from the mini catalog. And this is kind of that fun ribbon that I talked about that kind of can be used this way. Let me put my hand there so the camera can pick it up. There and that way too. And I thought this was just a lot softer look for this card. And here too, this is where I must have had a little bit of OCD, because I was just bringing in all sorts of stuff. This is real red satin ribbon from the annual catalog, and I thought, ooh, that's not even in the color listing of this. It's more cherry cobbler, but I thought, oh, for Valentine's Day, that kind of is a fun red ribbon that really makes everything pop. But I'm not using that too, because that was just too bright. And then this I thought was gorgeous too. And this is that black glitter ribbon. Almost thought about using this, but I kind of wanted something more solid to kind of be a belly band for covering up where those two papers meet. So now I am back to just this ribbon. Not going to tie anything. There's not really a lot of room for any kind of knot or ribbon. So I'm just going to measure across the front of the card there, and then grab my glue dots here. And then I'm just going to press the end of the ribbon here into the glue dot, and whoops, and make sure that the glue dot sticks to the ribbon. And then the other side of my ribbon here, I'm just going to press that into another glue dot. There we go. And then that I just kind of lay across the front where those two papers meet, like so. And then I just press down so that glue dot sticks well behind there. And then I want to keep it even as it goes across, which is a little bit harder for me. There we go. And I think I like this ribbon the best just because of the shininess and, like I said, the thickness to really cover up where those two papers meet. So then it's an easy stick of putting the adhesive on the back here, like so, and then putting that on my petal pink background, or card base, I should say. Just going to make sure this is there. And then, whoops, to make my sentiment, which is going to be the focal point here, I'm bringing in some petal pink, and this is a nice light with kind of a peach tone to it, nice light pink paper. And so for that, I'm going to open up my Memento black ink pad. And this is where I'm going to use that free stamp set, Heal Your Heart. So wishing I could heal your heart. These cards I am making into sympathy cards. There are some things on here like Heal Your Heart. I'm going to use Sorry for Your Loss. But Heal Your Heart doesn't always have to be sympathy. So for this one, it says, I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't ever face them alone. Love that. And that kind of compare up really well with wearing this together. During COVID, I thought this was a really appropriate stamp set, good for many occasions that people might be dealing with that. And from my Heart Punch pack here, I'm using the scallop heart because I felt like this one was just a little too small, and I didn't want to cut off any of those kind of embellished words and such. So I'm just going to feed that right into my Heart Punch here, like so, and I have that. Okay, so you will see on my sample card here, I've got this black heart, so I could have went ahead, and even before I assembled this, I could have punched this heart out from that black because it was going to get covered up with those pretty papers, so that would work if you have that punch. But I wanted to show you something that I'm going to use, because if you tuned in with me last week and I made this card, you'll know when I ran this big die through here that when I ran this die through, what I wanted was just the black outline, and yet it all went through, and I have all of these black hearts from that die from the mini catalog. So I put all those little extra hearts right in the case for the floral heart dies. So if you're thinking, oh, did I already order the floral hearts dies? Because when that mini catalog came out, a lot of you started placing orders right away. So I have all these black hearts from those cards that I made last week. So I have that heart, but like I said, this would work great. So that's where you can sub. And then I'm just going to put some dimensionals here right on the back side of my heart, like that. Oops, getting it more on camera. All right, taking off those little sticker sheets. And that is going to go kind of at an angle right there. And then for this, this is going to lay on top of there. I only need to put dimensionals on this half and just some tape because I don't want it to get too bulky. So it's kind of just like it needs a shelf to sit on, which is the black heart already, and then it just needs those little dimensionals to add a little bit more to it there. So thanks, Pam. Like I said, I didn't know today if I seemed really squirrely with just way too many options, but and I was over in Worthington today. I thought of all of you guys out there. I did get to see one customer, but I went on a parts run with my hubby for several hours today. Okay, so I have that. And then, you know, once again, with this being a more serious card, sympathy card, I didn't want to go crazy with really blingy embellishments, and that's where these new matte black dots in the mini catalog come in perfect. So there's the larger and the smaller of those, and with them being matte, they're just a nice kind of quiet embellishment. So I'm going to take and take off one of the large black ones here and put that down, and I kind of try to put that where the pink is more there than on a black line so that it shows up more. So there's a little bit of placement on purpose to make those stick out. So I'm just going to kind of go like that. And so that adds a little bit something special to the card, like I said, without being too much or too blingy. And then the inside sentiment that I'm going to add is from that same free celebration stamp set. And then that's where it says, sorry for your loss. I want to make sure I'm not stamping it upside down. So I have sorry for your loss there. And I love the pretty font of that too. So very, very pretty. So that's the inside. That's the outside. So, and once again, today's hostess is Kay Keelblock. So let me get turned around here. And wish I could see you guys. Okay, so that kicks off Kay Keelblock's first card for her virtual party today. And then I will have, thank you, Carol. And like I said, you could easily make that a Valentine card. But knowing Carol, Carol's so organized, she probably is already working on St. Patrick's Day and Easter cards because that's how far ahead she is. So with that, I'll have 2 more cards for Kay's party tomorrow and Wednesday. And if you would choose to order, and I know she's had her party open, her and last week's hostess Sue, they kind of open up at the same time. So Kay's already had some party orders come in. So if you choose to order through her party and use her host code and order a minimum of $25, then you would be able to get her 3 cards for free. So that is how that works. And then next week I'll already have another hostess, and that is Dawn Quam. And so a lot of you know Pastor Dawn. She's been an avid crafter and friend of mine for years. So I'm excited to do a party for her starting next week too. So thank you, Julie. And hey, Becky, just tuning in, you'll have to watch the replay. So that is all I have for you today. I'm going to upload today's card, and there's probably something else I know what I wanted to touch base on. Orders today. I got a bunch of emails, shipment. So orders are coming out. They are a lot slower than normal. So just bear that in mind. I'm looking for something that shipped out on December 17th, I think. And so it was up in the cities or somewhere on the 30th. And so just know that you're not alone. Stampin' Up's working on it. It's not really even a Stampin' Up thing so much as it is UPS with just the backlog from the holidays. But I did want to let you guys know that they are working on that, and orders are getting shipped out, and Stampin' Up's catching up after their big rush that they had, but and orders are going out, but just know it could be on UPS's end. But never hesitate to contact me so that I can look up certain order information for you too. But I did want you to know that. And another important ordering thing, there has been some glitches with Stampin' Up, that when you order through me, that is why I'm always pretty confident that you when you place your order that you're getting the right order and you're ordering through me and such. But Stampin' Up! Has had some glitches where my customers might place an order thinking they're ordering through me, and they're ordering, it ends up with some other demonstrator, even with a host code and all that too. So I always try my best within 24 hours of an order being placed to send a thank you email or text. So if you don't hear from me, assume, like, well, if you get the thank you, you can assume, yep, it's all where it should be and such. But if you don't hear from me and it's been a couple days, contact me and say, did you get my order? Because it could be that it went to a different demonstrator, and if that's the case, that order might not have went through to the correct hostess, or you might not be getting my stamp camp cards or any kind of incentive that you think you earned, which would be sad too, because the order has been placed. That is something that Stampin' Up! Can fix on their end, but it's something that they're making us aware of too. And I feel like the way orders are coming in and the way I'm connecting with all of you, I don't think that there's been any issues, but since other demonstrators are seeing that, I sure wanted to let you guys know about that important detail too. So know that when you order, that is why I send you a text or an email saying thank you for your order, even if it takes like a week for me to get the cards out as that second thank you. That is why it's so important for me to connect with you, so that you have that confirmation and know that your order is going where it should. So, hi Lisa, I'm signing off. See you guys tomorrow afternoon. Take care.